Trump administration is planning to accept a $400 million luxury jet as a gift from Qatar's royal family. That's right, President Trump confirmed that he's planning to accept a super luxury Boeing 747 jumbo jet from the Qatari royal family. The jet features 3 lounges, 9 bathrooms, and I'm guessing about 150 hidden microphones.
A luxury jet worth $400 million, a foreign government with deep pockets, and a former U.S. president caught in the crosshairs. When Seth Meyers pulled back the curtain, even Trump's fiercest defenders were left scrambling. Allegedly, key intermediaries associated with Trump's family and businesses had extensive discussions with Qatari authorities in his final years in power, resulting in what Meyers sarcastically dubbed the flying favor. Ever since then, the clip has been shared all over the internet. More questions than answers were left by the documents, shell companies' names, and schedule overlaps that he disclosed. The notoriously caustic host of the late-night show and his investigative research team were forthright. The executive jet, according to Meyers, was acquired via a convoluted leasing arrangement involving a third party with questionable links to the Qatari Sovereign Wealth Fund and a New York real estate holding company with established ties to the Trump organization. The plane's interior was adorned with gold plating and featured a movie theater, private rooms, and a conference center. It was clear that someone close to Trump had access to a very expensive plane under strange, undisclosed, and maybe unethical circumstances, even though Meyers didn't say that Trump got the plane as a gift.
That's right, Trump said the plane will be a, quote, gift free of charge. Oh, buddy, that is not free of charge. That's like saying Columbia House just gave you the 12 CDs for a penny. Couldn't be any more obvious a bribe if they had put the plane inside a giant manila envelope and said it will be a, quote, gift free of charge. Dude, it's a bribe.
Worries have been raised regarding the timeliness of the jet purchase. After Trump shifted U.S. diplomacy away from Qatar in 2017, the alleged pact began to take form in the following year. Trump had also made public attacks on Qatar earlier in the year, going so far as to suggest that the country was funding terrorists. But that stance shifted in the span of a few months. Suddenly, the U.S. was praising Qatar for its strategic collaboration, and new defense contracts were being negotiated. Meyers posed the question, isn't it amazing how friendship just flies into place when there's a $400 million jet on the runway? So that the strange timing of the back-channel jet talks and this diplomatic shift might be better understood. The results showed up right away. Twitter saw a surge of posts using the hashtag #QatarJetGate as news outlets, advocacy organizations, and political scientists demanded answers. In an all-caps post on Truth Social, Trump attacked Seth Meyers, writing, "Seth Meyers is a failing, no-talent comedian who's been lying about me for years. It's clear that Trump is quite good at keeping stories under control. A jet did not come my way. Unbelievable reports." Following this, he launched another assault on NBC, this time branding them enemies of the people and suggesting that they will soon face an investigation for spreading disinformation. The rapid and extensive spreading of the accusation may be the source of Trump's ire rather than the accusation itself. Similar allegations have appeared in fringe investigative reports, but they have never been seriously pursued. In today's attention economy, even the most meticulous investigative journalism can't always cut it. However, the subject matter was brought to light by Meyers' televised clarity and biting wit. Reportedly, behind the scenes, Republican operatives are incredibly dissatisfied. A prominent Republican strategist, who preferred to remain nameless, admitted that the story's viral nature had made narrative management difficult. "Whether it's true or not isn't the issue," said he. "The problem is that an explanation is now required. Furthermore, when you elaborate, you end up losing." Without hesitation, Democrats have taken advantage of the chance. Senator Elizabeth Warren tweeted, "If there is even a shred of truth to this report, it's just another instance of Trump abusing the position to enrich himself. If Trump associates have any financial relationships to foreign governments before or after Trump was president, Representative Jamie Raskin has reportedly urged an ethics investigation into the matter. Several liberal watchdog organizations have joined the growing number of voices demanding answers by submitting FOIA requests pertaining to communications between Qatari diplomats and officials during the Trump administration. When it comes to the question of whether any laws were broken, legal experts can't agree. Trump will likely utilize plausible deniability as his justification, even though it is clear that receiving gifts from foreign countries violates the emoluments clause of the Constitution. The gift of the plane to a friend through anonymous shell companies makes it more difficult to prove wrongdoing in a court of law. Be warned, though, the optics are toxic, but so far, the Qatari government has been silent. No official comment has been published, and American journalists have been either respectfully or entirely ignored when they have attempted to get a reaction. The lack of response is exacerbating the situation as it gives rise to speculation, conspiracy theories, and increased media panic. The fire is being fueled even further by new allegations that Trump allegedly used the plane 3 times, regardless of whether it was his own or not. Among these are an unexplained trip to South America in the latter half of 2020, a secret Middle Eastern adventure, and an intimate Scottish vacation. A plane matching the jet's specifications was spotted departing from airports near Trump properties around specified times, according to online flight tracking data that has recently gone viral. Seth Meyers has increased his level of involvement. Welcome to late night, or as Trump now refers to it, the deep state hangar, he announced upon airing the program the following night. If this jet is fake news, then Trump should be fine flying coach next week, he remarked, making fun of Trump's rhetoric. The haziness of the borders between private affairs, political authority, and global intrigue is highlighted by the occurrence, which has been a recurring problem in the Trump universe since leaving office. While most presidents retire to writing memoirs and philanthropic work after leaving office, Trump has been busy with litigation, campaign rallies, and transactions that cast doubt on the balance of power in America. It is yet to be determined whether the event with the Qatar plane is a smoking gun or just smoke. A luxury jet worth $400 million, foreign government with deep pockets, and a former U.S. president caught in the crosshairs. When Seth Meyers pulled back the curtain, even Trump's fiercest defenders were left scrambling. Allegedly, key intermediaries associated with Trump's family and businesses had excessive discussions with Qatari authorities in his final years in power, resulting in what Meyers sarcastically dubbed the flying favor. Ever since, the clip has been shared all over the internet. More questions than answers were left by the documents, shell companies' names, and schedule overlaps that he disclosed. The notoriously caustic host of The Late Show and his investigative research team were forthright. The executive jet, according to Meyers, was acquired via a leasing arrangement involving a third party with questionable links to the Qatari Sovereign Wealth Fund and a New York real estate company with established ties to the Trump organization. The plane's interior was adorned with gold plating and featured a movie theater, private rooms, and a conference center. It was clear that someone close to Trump had access to a very expensive plane under strange, undisclosed, and maybe unethical circumstances, even though Meyers didn't say that Trump